لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
Allah mentions in a hadith that when there's two people who are compatible and they do not get married, you do not marry them, then they can become a means of fasad in this world. I mean, they can become a means of destruction. That now this person, their iman is at jeopardy. Now doors might open that weren't open before. Now they're a means of desperation. So this person, rather than taking the halal route, because the halal route was made very hard for this individual, now they're finding haram ways to fulfill their desire. Sheikh Sulaiman Mullah, he says something very beautiful, very profound. He says that the easier you make nikah, the harder you make zina. And the harder you make nikah, the easier you make zina. Is it not true? The harder we make nikah. And this is one of the blessings of COVID. That nikah has become very easy. It has become cost effective. That people can now have their nikah and not spend the thousands of dollars that they were spending. Now you can have nikah in their backyard.
Not in all cases, yeah. Some of them are still waiting.
May Allah have rahmah on those brothers and sisters. So at least they could get started, inshallah. Even if they're waiting, at least the path has opened up for them to get married.
Some people don't want to do the wedding. I know situations where they want the pandemic to go so they can have a big luxury wedding.
Right. Now I'm aware. These brothers and sisters, it's something in the back of their minds, and I've come across couples like this, but for the most part, the nikah that I have come across, and I have performed so far, thus far has been the most fruitless nikah. There's one nikah that I performed in the parking lot. Just in the parking lot. There's another nikah performed in someone's backyard. And so this is something that we can take advantage of so long as they agree and things of that sort, but if there's someone that's compatible for your child, or for your brother, for your sister, whoever it may be, let's not blow things out of proportion. Let's not make it that in a way where we put so many restrictions and then later on we regret. I know a family, a close friend of mine, the nikah was about to happen, but the brother said that, it's too far of a move for us. My daughter is going to move too far away. So let's take this scenario and put it into the scenario where this brother, his daughter was married to this young man, and they lived in that city. But then he got a job offer somewhere else far away, or he was told to relocate far away. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do then? They were married, they lived in the city, they lived right next door. But then they had to relocate. Just a month later, a year later, didn't you think about that? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has spoken to us and has told us that make this easy for our youngsters. Make this easy, and what should it depend on? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says that we look at four things. We look at لِجَمَالِهَا لِمَالِهَا وَلِحَسِبِهَا, and the deen of the individual. We look at the beauty of a person. We look at the lineage of a person, the wealth of a person, how wealthy they are, and last but not least, we look at the religion. The Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, فَضْفَرْ بِذَاتِ الدِّينِ تَرِبَتْ يَدَاكَ وَمَا قَالَ عَلَيْهِ الصَّلَاةُ وَالسَّلَامُ. Take this last quality and make this your priority. That make deen your priority. If you look at deen and you make religion your priority, you'll be successful. Taribat yadak is another way of saying shame be onto that person who only looks for wealth, who only looks for lineage, who only looks for beauty, and they put deen to the side. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to be the navigators, to make it easy for our youngsters, even those who are past that age of marriage, but they're still looking. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy on them. May Allah help us to facilitate, if we can, to be navigators, to facilitate an easy nikah, because zina is something that's very common, very common. It's very common amongst youngsters, even people who are married. it's a sad reality that people are falling into. May Allah protect us.
हमें भी मदीने में बुलाएं, हम भी मदीना देखना चाहते हैं।